Hello, this is Way of Weinstein, wherever you may be and however you may be watching, live in the financial district of New York City, Facebook Live and YouTube, here to recap today's New York Giants game. We actually won! Wow, so the big news before the game was that they finally benched Eric Flowers. I mean, realistically, with Eric Flowers, I get he was the 9th overall pick out of the U, but he is god-awful. I mean, literally, the first two plays against the Jaguars were holding. He's awful. And literally, I think a empty garbage can could do a better job, because at least the garbage can, everything's going to get past it, but you know a garbage can's not going to get any penalties. So, now granted, was Chad Wheeler that great? No. Eli still got sacked 4 times, including 3 by Watt, but that's J.J. Watt. There's a reason why he's won Defensive Player of the Year. He's just one of the best defensive players, if not all players in all of football. But here's the things that struck out to me most about the Giants. They actually gave Eli around 3 seconds to throw, approximately every single play, which was phenomenal. The defense was great, had a lot of big picks and plays, and didn't bend on third downs. They got a lot of big stops. So overall, this was very, very pleasant and unexpected. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll through my top 5 shout-outs, and I'm going to give the Giants Game Gnome of the Week. And since it is Sukkot, starting this evening, I've got my Giants yarmulke, and I've got my Giants t-shirt in Hebrew letters, which I was wearing under my Eli jersey throughout the game. Okay, so, first shout-out. So, Saquon Barkley. 17 carries, 82 yards rushing, 35 yards receiving, a touchdown, and most importantly, 4.8 yards a carry. And that first touchdown really set the tempo throughout the game. And the thing with Barkley, now granted, I've been on record saying that I think the Giants potentially made a mistake not taking a quarterback, or I think the Giants should have traded back into the first round to get Josh Rosen as well. But with that being said, Barkley, I think this was his best game as a Giant. That big catch on third down where he lined up as a receiver was fantastic. Love seeing him actually score a touchdown when the game was still in reach and it meant something. So Barkley, he had a great game. Okay. And now the second shout out is Odell. Odell's got that big money contract. He didn't get really into scrubs, didn't get any penalties. 9 catches, 109 yards. Good game, Odell. Still hasn't gotten to the end zone, but that'll happen eventually. And Sterling Shepard, I was very, very down on Sterling Shepard for the first 2 games. He was dropping a lot of balls. He just wasn't getting involved at all. But the fact that he caught all his targets, and he was just there and just didn't make any mistakes. And that big touchdown where if he would have dropped that, it would have been an 8-point game, and the Texans could have easily tied it, and this could have gotten ugly. So 6 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown. Good job, Shepard. Okay, let's take a look at the comments. Okay, Scott, if Odell was a character on Seinfeld, who would he be and why? Good question. I'd probably say Kramer, since he's a little out there, he's unpredictable, but at the same time, Kramer a lot of times had the biggest laughs. Okay, and Quentin, I would love to see that you do your hair like Odell. That would be funny. Okay, next. Okay, so Kerry Wynn. Kerry Wynn had 5 solo tackles, 6 total tackles, and his hands were up the entire game. I feel like every time I saw on a big third down, batted down. I mean, that was great. This is just Giants, not Redskins. And then Ogletree. When the Texans were driving, like, he made that really big pick in the end zone, which is fantastic. That reminded me a little bit of Chase Blackburn in the Super Bowl. And also he had 5 He had 5 total tackles. And now, for the first annual Game Gnome, I gotta give it to my guy Eli. Eli looked fantastic. Eli, 25 of 29, 297 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, a quarterback rating of 132.3, and completed over 80% of his passes. I mean, yeah, well, I was just going to say, yeah, Eli looked fantastic when he actually had 3 seconds to throw. This was his best game that I think he's played in 2 years. So the first annual Game Gnome goes to Eli Manning. Congrats. But, yeah, overall, great Giants win. Let's hope they can build some momentum on this and take this into next week when they play New Orleans at home. I mean, hey, who knows? When the Giants won Super Bowl 42, they lost their first 2 games. Now, am I saying at all that the Giants are going to win the Super Bowl or even make the playoffs? Probably not. I mean, I still think the Giants will probably end up around 6-10, 7-9. But they got a lot of pieces, and seeing Eric Flowers finally out was so refreshing. So, overall, who did I leave out for shoutouts? Who do you think should have gotten the Game Gnome? Yeah, Giants win a game. For those that are celebrating Sukkot, have a good one. Those not, have a great rest of your football Sunday. And again, if you like this video, like it, share it, write a comment. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Way of Weinstein. And another comment by Scott. Let me see if I can read this full thing. All right. If you could have one team win a championship, it'd be Knicks. That I don't have to think about just because the Knicks, I don't think they'll ever win one. So, yeah, that's the Knicks. But, no. Okay, Wheeler definitely was good, but Watt still had 3 sacks. So that's why I had to leave him out. But overall, great win. Happy Shermer gets his first win as the Giants coach, which is first of many, and he has a nice long tenure like Tom Coughlin. That's all. Enjoy the rest of your football Sunday. Happy Sukkot. Go Giants!